Welcome back to the shop. Here's an update on the bandsaw restoration. Over here, all these items are in different stages of progression. Still a lot of cleaning and work to do on these particular items. The gear case, I need to change the oil out, finish stripping it down. The hydraulic cylinder, I need to rebuild that. I need to rebuild the coolant pump. Some items here that have been glass beaded. These guys are ready for paint. There's one pulley there ready for paint. These guys need some attention. The jaws are ready. These parts here are all ready for assembly. They're pretty much already been prepped, stripped, glass beaded, painted, primered, and painted. So I have everything over here set aside. I guess this is my clean room, right? There's some replacement belts, gaskets, tires for the bandsaw blade wheels, gear oil. There's a new coolant tank. That's where the coolant pump mounts. And this hose here, that's the return coolant line. And there's some more coolant line. Replacement wiring. All these items have been glass beaded, cleaned, prepped, and these are ready for paint. Here's a look at the first coat of the navy blue. I didn't mention, but I like using this Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover. It's got the primer built right into it, and the stuff just lays on really nice. Here's some of the other colors I'll be using. Take a look at this picture of the factory saw. I try to get the colors as close as possible to the factory colors, except for the blue. I wanted to change the blue up a little bit, so that's why I went with this navy blue gloss. The orange is for the pulley cover and a couple of the other components. This color is for the motor plate and the blade cover. It's closest I could get, and they didn't have it in a gloss, so I'm going to put some 2X clear over it. Let's ensure a good seal here and give this thing a little lap. This is used 220, a little bit of CRC power lube to stick it down. This will give me an idea of how flat or how not flat it is. Actually, it's pretty good. Let's see if you can see that. It's pretty good. A couple strokes with the 220, and then I'll hit it with some 400 and call it good. All right, now the 400, and we'll call this good. I got a nice even pattern all the way around. Let's hope the top is as good as this. My guess, it's probably not. If somebody over-tightened the bolts, we shall see. Even pattern all the way around. We'll call that one good. Okay, the lid has a slight warp in it. I don't want to try to bend it. I may crack it. So let's just lap it and see what kind of pattern we get. All right, it looks like we hit 3 of the 4 corners here. Took down a little, looks like burr here and there. So I'll work this a little bit longer and see how flat I can get it, and then we'll hit it with the 400. I just finished up with the 400, and I have contact all the way around. I'm getting a little bit of a suction seal here. Plus my gasket is over 1/8 inch thick. So I think I'm good here. It definitely knocked off some of the ugly and squared it up a little bit, so I'm sure it's a lot better than it was when it came from the factory. All cleaned up, just waiting for some hydraulic fluid.